honor, courage, commit. Honor, courage, and commitment. That is what our St. Louis Blues need to live up to. God, if I could give them a pregame speech. Honor, courage, commitment. The 150,000 men and women of the United States Navy live up to that every single day. And that's not counting the retired and the veterans. That was drilled into them. Honor, courage, commitment. Well, what if... report. My God, the fan report's on today. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, the fan report's on. Yay! Yes, I am Guy, the White Blues fan, and this is the BlueNote fan report, and it is a game day live. The St. Louis Blues are in the city of steel to face on the Penguins, the only team to have a female player. Did you know that? The Pittsburgh Penguins are the only team to have a female player. Yeah, her name's Sidney Crosby. Oh, come on, that's funny. Oh, see? They like it. Kevin, you're not jinxing them, my friend. We love you way too much to jinx them. Kevin, save the date. December 30th, 2022. 6 p.m. JP Fields, Clayton. Be there. Be there. Be there. Darkness, I got you. I got you, baby. You come to me. You make me feel good. You make me feel wanted. You make me feel needed, Darkness. If it wasn't for you, I couldn't go on. Ashley is not feeling good today, so we may not see our Ashley, but that's fine. We love her to death, and I want her better. So if she can't be here, I sent Shaggy. I sent Shaggy a invitation. We'll see if we get Shaggy. I need to send Lance one. I haven't had a chance yet. I'll do it. So I got my letter today. I already knew my increase, but I got my increase letter today, and I was trying to go over it and talking to a friend, and the next thing I know, it's showtime. So I screwed up a little bit, but then again, I'm Guy, and if I'm not screwing up, then I wouldn't be Guy. So we're all used to that by now, right? Yeah, right. Gotcha. You're a fuck up, and we all know it. Okay, where's Lance? Where's Lance? Where's Lance? Where's Lance? I gotta find the Lance. Find the Lance. Find the Lance. Lance it! Sir Lancelot. Where are you at, Lancelot? Oh man, what did I do? How can I not find a Lance? Wow, I must have really screwed up somehow. Or I'm just missing something. Ooh, excuse me. Ah, there it is. I went right by it. Right by it. There we go. So I've sent Lance a link. Oh, Tammy, how are you? I feel so bad I didn't recognize it was you the other day. I felt so bad. I really, really did. But I'm glad that you're here. It wouldn't be a BlueNote fan report with the guy fucked up. Yeah, well, what can I say? Oh, our Blues are taking on the Penguins. God, I've been so far behind today. I haven't even looked at the damn stat pack or anything yet, man. 13 games on the field. I know the Ducks and the Wild played earlier today. I'll check the scoreboard out real quick before we get into some of the stats and some of the interesting things. Bennington is starting tonight. The Wild beat the Ducks 5-4 in a shutout. The Avalanche will be playing the Bruins at the same time that we are playing the Penguins. The Canadians will be facing off against the Oilers. The Devils are facing off against the Flyers. The Sharks are in Ottawa. The Leafs are down in Florida against the Lightning. And the last 7 o'clock game is the Knights up in Detroit. Half hour later, the Blackhawks are in New York to take on Shaggy's Rangers, so we probably won't have Shaggy with us today. The 10 o'clock games, the late games, you have the Coyotes facing the Canucks. And my computer deciding to do a refresh. The Panthers taking on the Kraken. The Capitals at the Flames, and the Hurricanes against the Kings. And what is the stat pack? Let me see if I can get it pulled up. Let's see here. Gibson got into it with someone, I think, today. Oh, cool. Got some tough points on the East Coast trip. Got Winnipeg, Colorado, and Nashville at home following. Yep. It's all good. As I told you, this is my therapy. Definitely much needed. Oh, well, thank you. And I need to say something real quick. Shy. Mr. Benson, here we are again. Do you remember the travesty from the matchup in Pittsburgh last year? Not completely that one. For me, Pittsburgh is the start of my decline to my incline. I talked about this before back in 2018. It was during a Pittsburgh Penguin game, the Blues at Pittsburgh. That I got to a point where the only thought in my head was I was 170 feet away and I collapsed. And that was when I first started to check on my mental health and figure out what it was. Oh wow, I hope not. That's stupid. That's absolutely stupid, man. I got to tell you, I'm starting to think Berube. Well, they recalled fuck, I can't think. They recalled Bitten. Now Bitten's playing good down, but he's not an NHL player. They're just let's throw spaghetti on the wall and see what sticks. Problem is, when spaghetti sticks to the wall, it's overdone. It's too late, right? That's not al dente. That's cooked. Al dente, it should peel right away. It should hit the wall, kind of stay there for a moment, like, and then fall away, not just bounce off. But that's the difference, and that's what we're doing. And Shy, I need you to send me a message later. I need to talk to you about something, if you don't mind. You can do it tomorrow, after the game, or tomorrow, or even Monday. Just when you get a chance, give me a call or give me a message on Facebook. I need to talk to you about a couple of things, if you don't mind. Okay. Yes. And now what I wanted to get to before I get into our stat pack or talk a little bit about what's going on with this game, has the 28-point Pittsburgh Penguins host the 22-point and one game below 500 St. Louis Blues. Yesterday, if you watched the show yesterday, I want to apologize. I want to heavily apologize. Shaggy, give me just a moment, bud. If you watched the show yesterday, I do want to apologize to each and every one of you. I got into a very, very bad mental place, and I was trying to use the show as a way to vent, and vent politely and vent in a positive way. Unfortunately, there was a comment made that I took the wrong way and got very, very negative with a lot of you. I absolutely apologize to you. I consider you all friends, and I don't want to do things like that. But when it happens, I will apologize. I will take a step back and apologize. And that's what I'm doing now. Okay, Mr. Shaggy, you're facing somebody in the Bedard sweepstakes. I guess your hopes are high today. We got you, Shags? Can't hear you, Shags. Can't hear you, bud. Not hearing you. Yeah, we're having some technical difficulties with Shagaricious. Yeah, Shagalicious is not working at the moment. Okay, I'm gonna pull him out. You see if he pops back up or he starts moving around. Thank you. Oh, that's a good one, Kevin. Shaggy is laggy. Yeah. Uh, so it looks like, and I'm saying this, saying that it is subject to change. I have a venue for my birthday party. It will be at JP Fields in Clayton on December 30th. I would ask you to start showing up between 6 and 6:30. At 8 p.m. we'll do a show. And then at 9 or so, we're gonna get me fucking lit. Someone's gonna pour me home. But that's what's important. Let's just get out and have some fun. Let's have a good show. We'll talk about the one that just happened, the game that had happened against the Blackhawks, and the upcoming one against I forget, the Wild. It's two good games on the 29th and the 31st. I'll be able to say a lot of thank yous, hugs. We'll have some alumni there. Ashley will be there, I think. Not only will Ashley be there, I think Lance will be there. I know some alumni will be there. I don't know everybody yet, but I know of at least two that have said they were going to try and make it. I have a feeling one is an almost guarantee, and another one is a pretty heavy guarantee, right? I would say that there's a very good chance that Tony Twist will be at that party, at that live party event. So come out with us. We really want it. There we go.
Shaggy! All right. How we doing?
Oh, good, man. You froze it, so I had to pick you out, bud.
Yeah. No. That was my bad. How do you call it? Yeah, we put ourselves in the Bedard sweepstakes, but I'm gonna tell you one thing. If there's one team that will mess him over, it's the Rangers.
I don't think the Rangers are in the Bedard sweepstakes. I know the Blackhawks are.
The Blackhawks are, but I still believe that the Coyotes will get him.
Yeah. I don't trust the lottery. I really don't. I think you got to play. You got to play for the best. You got to go out there every night. And if a team is trying to do that, shame on the team. And I hope if a team that is tanking, and there are some teams out there tanking to try and get Bedard, I hope they don't get him.
Well, the team that I actually thought, like in a sense, would be cool to have him is the Ducks.
I could see that. But I actually think the teams that need him aren't the bottom end teams.
Right. No, in a sense, actually, you would probably rather see Bedard on a team like the Kraken, actually, who, although you might think that they are tanking, they are a hard-fighting team and a decent team. And no one hates Seattle. Seeing Bedard with a bunch of great picks and a fast and fun team is something you sort of want to see. It's for the good of hockey that you want him to sort of be on a team where you go.
Yeah, here's where I'd like to see Bedard. Seattle, Detroit, Buffalo. Again, think about where these teams are in the standings. These are mid-level teams. These are teams that with a player like that could very easy get up to okay, I remember that now, Shai. Get up into playoff or cup contention.
Well, let me check.
You put him on a low-level team, and he's 3-4 years away. You put him on a mid-level team, and he's 1, maybe 2 years away.
Well, if you look at in general the standings, and you look at the teams right now that are mid-level, the teams that stick out to me that I say I actually would like to see, I would like to see him on Montreal. Although I hate them, that would be really cool to see him with Caulfield in that team. I would say, if Washington decides to stink up the rest of the season, that's a team, him with Ovechkin.
Oh, yeah.
That would be cool. Seeing him on Nashville. They really
Nah, I don't think Nashville has the talent to support him.
They don't have the talent, but that would be a cool team to see him on.
I don't know.
And then the team where I think it would be fun to see him on it, but he would be a great player but never win anything, and that's San Jose.
San Jose's a low-level team. I don't consider them a mid-level team.
Really? With Hurdle and Meyer and Carlson?
I mean, Carlson's going to be gone this year, and you're also looking at just I think management there just doesn't know what they're doing, and I think that has a thing. Hey, guys, I also want to let you know, and Shaggy, you can tell all your friends this, right?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to be doing something. I'm going to offer, if I can get 100 viewers in the next 3 games in one show at one time, right? I'm going to purchase 2 tickets to the December 29th or December 31st game for the Blues. However, if the winner is from the Rangers, I will work with you to get them 2 tickets to a future Rangers game.
We could do that. We could try
right?
that. Oh,
but
yeah.
I got to get it. It's got to be 100 viewers. And once I get that 100 viewers, I'm going to tell them how to, they're going to have to email me and contact me. And then I'm going to take all those contacts, put them in a random generator and pick somebody.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And I think,
but I want the 100 viewers at one time.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Because I think that's my goal, and I think we can do it.
Well,
right?
yeah.
Now, I know Ranger tickets are a lot more expensive than Blues tickets, and that's why, and I don't know what their schedule is. So that's why I say a game at a later date, that we can work something out where we can find something that we're, in my affordability range. But, that's what I want to do. But I'll tell you what, the only way we're getting 100 viewers is you guys and Shy. That's a good one. I like that one.
You want a good one is on Tuesday, December 27th against Washington.
I wouldn't be able to do that one.
Or let's see. You got one you got one versus Carolina on the 3rd.
I don't know if that would be if tickets would be affordable for that game. That's
really?
Going to be a big game.
If you want to go to, if you're talking about like affordable, they have a game versus.
I would need tickets to be $100 or less a piece for 2 tickets. See, for St. Louis, $100 or less, you're in the low. I can get you in the lower bowl.
Well, versus Minnesota on January 10th.
Yeah, would you think I could get tickets for $100 or so a piece?
Probably if you go early on Vivid Seats or something like that, and find seats like that. Yeah, you can play it.
That's great, but we've got
we got to get
today's game, Monday's game, and Tuesday's game. Those are the 3 shows that one of those 3 shows I got to hit 100. Right?
Oh yeah.
Right? So here Shy says Vancouver for Bedard. I like that.
I like that, but I'm going to tell you why it'll never work. The problem with Vancouver, and this is a problem that I found with them specifically over a lot of teams, they have had players every year that show up and then the next year disappear. I'm talking about guys like Demko. Okay, Demko was supposed to be a top guy this year. What's he done? Right? Brock Bessier has shown up great this year, but where was he last year? You know what I mean? You want to look at guys in this team. Bo Horvat was great last year, but he's even better this year. Yeah. These are a lot. JT Miller was fantastic last year. I can't say the same thing about this year exactly. Luke Shen hasn't done much. So you just look around this team, and I find that every year they're 9-12-3. That's a team that's low, but they might actually try to win something because they're going to maybe make a trade this year if they realize they're not good. And I could see them maybe getting Bedard, but I can't see them winning with him. There are teams that are right now, like you mentioned, Detroit, who are good enough to win games, but not good enough to win enough. And with the way that the lottery works, a team like Detroit might land up getting a top pick, the top pick. And I could see them getting Bedard. Every Detroit guy will go completely nuts because if you want to talk about, in general, Detroit sports, they don't have a lot of big stars right now. I mean, even if you look in football or whatever, there's not a lot of big stars. By the way, Guy, you're keeping track with the World Cup?
A little bit, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, my USA is out, but what can we do?
Okay, hey John. So I just got the lineups from Jim Thomas, and I want to bring this out. So it's not what you thought it was, John. It is Thomas centering Tarasenko and Buchnevich on the top line. Second line is O'Reilly with Levo and Saad. Third line is Shen centering Pitlick and Barbashev, and Akari centering Bitten and Walker and going with 6D instead of 7. Letty and Pareko on the top. Krug and Falk second. Rosen and Mikkel a third. I like that.
Why is Akari so far down?
Because when you come to centers, which center do you replace him above? The only thing I could see doing is moving him up to the third line with Pitlick, but that doesn't help that line. And then you got no one to play center except maybe Walker can play some center, but he's not great at it. I think that you're right now putting 4 centers out there that are top 25 centers in the league, maybe.
Right.
You know what I mean? You look at Thomas, O'Reilly. Those are guys. Uh-oh. Hi, wife. Hi, wife. We love you.
Thank you.
Oh, man.
Hey, if you want
Right.
to-
Well, you want to say hi to him?
Uh-oh. Hi, little one. Hi.
Hi.
Oh, my goodness. It's a mini Shaggy. She looks exactly like him. Poor girl.
That's a boy. That's a boy. I'm sorry.
Oh, boy. Okay. Well, not bad then. Right? I still feel sorry that it looks. If it was a girl that looked exactly like you, I'd be like, oh, my God, she's in trouble.
Yeah. No, that'd be a problem.
Okay, but what I was talking about, Shaggy, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get off
Akari
topic. I want to get back on topic. You look at those centers. Thomas and O'Reilly, when it comes to centers in this league, are probably in the top 10. Shen,
right.
top 15 to top 20. Akari, top 25 to top 30.
I mean, the problem with Akari is, number one, I think like this. He does more than just the reason why him on the fourth line does make somewhat of a sense is because he does more than just a player. I mean, he has had like 4 hits, 3 hits plus in a bunch of games.
Yeah, and he's also had 6 and 7 shots.
Exactly. So a guy like that is good for those bottom lines. My only problem with him, and this is why I can understand, is to put him on a fourth line. The guy has, let's see, it's 2, 3. He's got 4 goals in the past like 10 games.
I know, but the thing is first of all, they brought Bitten up, which isn't a bad bring up, but Bitten's not an NHL player. He's an AHL player in my eyes. Right? However, well, we are struggling on the faceoffs, but historically these guys have been really good on the faceoff, and I think they'll get back to it, John. And that's a good point. John, that's a great point, bud. Our faceoff hasn't been working all that great, but I think it will get back there. I keep saying this, and I think Shaggy agrees with me. This is not a broken team. This is a good team playing bad.
Technically,
there's a difference between a broken team and a good team playing bad.
Mm-hmm.
Right? A broken team, you got to make major changes. You got to trade somebody. You got to rebuild. This is a team that may need a tweak here and there, right? They sent Neighbors down. Well, okay. Neighbors getting some more time. Bitten comes up. That's what I like. I'm okay with Bitten. I just want him to play a little bit better. That's all. I want him to show that he's an NHL player, not an AHL player.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So that's my thing with Bitten. I like Akari with Walker. I want Walker to get back on his game. I want Walker to get back on that check and being in that right spot at the right time where the puck just finds you. He hasn't been doing that.
Right.
And that's a point. That's a point there, Kevin. I'm not against that. He's saying that they're hoping Bitten Jung's legs will help, and I'm with you.
I don't know.
Shockey survived. Hey, Shock.
I don't know if just having the legs is just it. I mean, having in general a guy that is, I think from what I know with the guy with Akari, he's going to add a lot of physicality to the game. I mean, it's a question of how the Blues want to play. Adding a guy with good legs doesn't necessarily mean that that's what you needed.
Yeah. No, they need Walker to be a spark plug. They need Akari to dish the puck and get into the right spots. And they need Bitten to be – now, Bitten's leading the Thunderbirds in points and goals, and I know that. But they need him to be that guy that really, really forces the issue tonight. Right? And gets around the puck. We're up to 17. Keep it going, people. Remember, the Blue Note Fan Report keeps running. This show will be running throughout the game, right? I may start popping in during the periods and talking a little bit. So if you're watching this on your phone and you go to the game, that's fine. But if you're not watching the game on a TV or something, keep this running. Put your comments in. Run this. John's watching the Pins broadcast. Their key to the game is getting into Bennington's head. Kind of agree. I do too. I love our Aussie. I do too. Tay said less of physicality, but it's league wide. Yeah, I've seen a lot of the older guys have said that. I've had some private talks with the player, and I will not put this player's name out, but he basically said that the majority of the players in today's league play for the name on the back and not the name in the front, and they're a bunch of pussies. I mean,
I will agree with that on certain teams, but if you're playing, and I can name a bunch of teams, you're playing for the Bruins, you're playing for a team like that. I mean, I can't say that that's necessarily true. Guys playing for the Bruins, the Rangers, you're playing for Vegas, Colorado. These are teams you're not necessarily playing for the team on the name on the back. You're playing for the front. I mean, especially out.
Well, you're supposed to, but there's still a lot of guys out there that are. I'll tell you what. One of the best players in the league right now, I think, plays for the name on the back and not the name on the front.
Who?
Heck, two of the best players in the league.
Who? McDavid?
Well, one of them we're facing tonight.
Crosby?
I
would say Malkin over Crosby.
Malkin's not a crybaby, though. You listen to...
No, he's not a crybaby, but Sidney Crosby's the guy where as much as he wants to do this for Pittsburgh, he wants to win something. Well, I feel like I don't know. I don't think he's the guy to bring in as that prime example.
Yeah. Well, okay, my other one is McDavid.
The problem I said with McDavid, and this is something I said a while, but no one's going to listen to me because honestly, they're like, McDavid's the best player in the world. Mike Trout on the Los Angeles Angels, in my mind, is a bust. People are going to all tell me, how dare you? Look at the guy's numbers. Okay, granted, you want to talk about a Hall of Famer? He's a Hall of Famer. What's his bust? And the bust is the fact that he has had teams around him that were pretty good. He's had teams where maybe not necessarily was it great, but he's never going to have a World Series under his belt. He stuck himself with a team and took a contract in which they've never done anything, so why would you stay? Yeah. And at the end of the day, the guy has done nothing but not get injured and not be on the thing.
He played with the greatest hitter in the league.
Correct. So now...
And they went nowhere. I think they made the playoffs once.
Exactly. And he had Pools in his thing. He has had some great hitters, okay? And at the end of the day, I actually was about to say that, Ashley. I was about to say OV. But McDavid, at the end of the day, has had Draisaitl. He's had pretty good players. But
Eichel?
Yes, that team has no goalie. The team is not a complete team. They're not going to win anything. And if he's going to sit there with the Oilers for the rest of his life, he's not winning a cup. And take that from my mouth right now. McDavid will not win a cup. I don't care if he scores a hat trick in every game for the rest of the year. He's not winning the cup necessarily. Okay, a guy like Ovechkin, who's on a team where he knows he's not on a good team and he still doesn't care, is because at the end of the day, he cares more about himself. Matthews is not true. Matthews would rather be a team player. He just has no team. So that's
this year he's playing for that for the Gretzky, right? He's playing for 897. There's no doubt in my mind that that's what he's looking at. Right. Shaggy, is Igor injured? Saw Halleck and goal the other night.
I literally am checking it up right now. I just my a couple of friends. No, Phil. No,
just a regular rotation.
Only Filipino has a lower body injury and day to day. That's who's injured, not Shesterkin. A message went out, and this is the problem with Twitter, is the second that someone puts out a message that somebody's hurt, people immediately I
know. I have and I got lucky here, but I still have the NHL media access. Right. So I can get on the media site, the access site, not the public one. And I can pull up the game notes, and that shows me who's injured for the most part. Sometimes, I mean, it's wrong. They'll have guys because it comes out, it comes out the morning of, but sometimes there's changes. But for the most part, it does cover who's injured. I don't have the Rangers up right now, but I'm trying to see who's
The Rangers-
listed.
the
So
Rangers
for the
right now-
Blues, you have Scandella, Brown, and Prunovich. We knew about that.
Right.
Pittsburgh has nobody listed injured. They got Letang out there?
Yeah. No, Letang's off. I don't know. He might be off the roster. Is he?
No, he's on the roster. He's listed. He's not listed as injured. I'm looking at it right now.
Not even day to day.
He's listed on the 22 man. They can hold 23. They have 22 men, so he's not even day to day.
They don't even.
Well, he
care
might be day to day, but he's not injured. He's not listed as injured. He's not on the injured reserve list. Somebody put that. He's not on the injured reserve list. Boy, could you see somebody in any other sport having a fucking mini stroke and then going, "I want to be on the ice the next day"?
Absolutely not. But
could you see somebody in baseball having a mini stroke and going, "I want to hit the next day"? Can you see anybody in basketball having a mini stroke and saying, "Put me on the court"?
Yes, there was actually a player like that.
Who?
He was on the Heat.
I think I know what you're talking about. Well, Lynn Bias had it and ended up collapsing and dying on the court, if you remember correctly.
Right, that was not good. No, there was a Heat player. I'm blinking right now because I don't know why. Let me see. He was not
he
right
might
now.
be day. If they're day to day, they don't go on the injured reserve list. I only get the injured reserve list. So, right. Yeah, Jaro is a good goalie. I don't have any problem with Hollick. I think Hollick plays good.
Who, Halak?
No, well, you know what? He was on NHL Network, I think yesterday or the day before yesterday, and he was telling them that he wants to get back. Right? Len Bias died of heart issues. I remember that. Lower body, I don't know. I don't know who's got a lower body. I know Letang doesn't. Letang's got they could list it as a lower body, but it's an upper body. I don't know what you would list that.
Chris Bosh had a heart problem, and he tried to ignore the severity of his ailments to stay on the court, but the potentially deadly consequences convinced Bosh that a comeback was impossible. So
there's one.
Yeah. So Chris Bosh actually tried to ignore it and not let people see the actual injury and not care about it, and it actually got back to him. There was a player on the Stars last year, if you remember, that also collapsed on the bench with an issue, but he was fine. I just got the Rangers.
Well, we had Bomeister die on our bench.
Yeah.
Right.
For those that care, the Rangers line is Kreider's, Zibanejad, VC, Panarin, Trocheck, Kravtsov, Laff, Goodrow, Kakko, Blake Carpenter, Gauthier, Lindgren, Fox, Miller, Schneider, Hayek, Trouba, and Halak is in goal.
Well, Nico is still going to get. Nikita Alexandrov. Yeah, they'll get shots. They'll get shots, right? Alexandrov, I thought played well. I mean, the whole team wasn't playing well. I thought if the team was playing well and he had the same numbers, yeah, you get rid of him. But I thought, when you look at the entire team not playing well, I thought he did his job out there. Tucker, I thought Tucker was early bringing him up, but I do think that he's going to get more time this year. Marianne Listener, Ashley Jones, Aaron Culture, Paul Bernecka, Paul, thank you. Paul Barnecka runs or owns Cusimano's Bar, and on January 2nd, we're doing a live show from there. Tammy Pemberton, Joe Butler, Jason Nichols, John Hefner, all you guys, thank you so much. Keep this going. We're going to have a good one. Shaggy, December 30th, Friday, 10 o'clock p.m. your time. If you're available, let me know.
All right, I'll let you know.
We're doing a show for my birthday at Jim Campbell, Soup's Place.
Oh, boy.
Right? You know what Jim Campbell is, right?
Not really.
Played in the early 90s, mid-90s. Defenseman.
Oh, yeah. What are you doing there with that? Oh, my God.
Huh?
He's not there.
Mid-90s. I want to say mid-90s. Right? I know he played for Montreal for a while. I know he played with the Blues. He goes by, he owns a bar in Clayton, Missouri called JP Fields. When I was there in 21, he let me go. Oh, this is Bitten's NHL debut. I didn't remember that. Okay, guys, game's about on. Shaggy, if you're around, we'll see you at intermission. You got your link. Shaggy, I just want to say this to you before we go away. welcome to the Blue Note Fan Report. I am
Oh,
more than happy to have you as our East Coast correspondent.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Right? And look, I don't know what happened with the Prangers, your New York one, and I don't give a fuck. I'm just happy that you reached out to me first.
Guy, honestly, I'll be honest, nothing happened. I seriously just wasn't interested anymore.
Okay, and that's fair. I didn't know if there was something, but the
No.
fact that as soon as you walk away from them, you come to me, that means a lot. And I just got to say thank you.
Guy, you're an awesome person. You're an awesome guy. All right.
I appreciate it, man. Okay, guys, see you at the intermission. You might see me though, so keep up. Aloha! And I can't find the button. Can you? Oh, wait a minute. 1 2 1 2. 1 2 1 2. 1 2 1 2. Oh, there we go. Okay, I screwed up. Wow, that was piss poor. Piss poor. Piss poor out the damn door. Sorry about that, guys. I had the wrong buttons clicked. Oh my goodness, was that sorry? I agree, man. Um, uh, I don't know what to say, man. It's just piss poor. The 3-goal period. It was piss poor, don't you know? They got 2 goals by Kapanen. One at the 6:58, just after a penalty expired. The other one at 16:55 with 1 second to go before the penalty expired. And then Rust, who's been a freaking Blues killer here lately, at the 11:59 mark. So that's 3 for them, and we get 1 from Bushnevich with a great play by Letty. Pareko gets an assist in there. We are just playing shit. Shit. That should have been a roughing call. I could see it. I'm glad they assessed the double minor. I would like to see that rule changed. That, if they assess a certain minor, assess a penalty and go back and look and see a different one, that they can change it to the different one. But since they assessed the double minor for high sticking, they cannot change it to a minor. They can only drop it to a single minor for high sticking or no penalty at all. They're worth watching. Berube's days are numbered. I'm telling you. I'm absolutely sure of it. Right? I'm with you, Jason. Yeah, that's pretty poor. It's pretty poor. Right? It's poor on everybody. It's all the way around poor. It's not being done very well. Bill Schnurr, Russ Tidland, Marianne Lesser, Ashley Jones, Aaron Coulter, Paul Barcheka, Tammy Pemberton, Joe Butler, Jason Nichols, and one more whose name I can't see. Yeah. And can we get it back? We haven't. I disagree. I don't think so. I think that there's no way it's safe. There's no way it's safe. These guys have quit playing for him. They're tired of the message he's got. They've quit playing for him. Right? And I think it's time that they something happens with that, because they have definitely quit playing for him. Hey, you guys know what's going on, right? And I'll start putting it in my groups tomorrow and that, after, because I'm going out tonight. I'm going drinking. Yes, I'm going drinking. I need a night of just saying, fuck it. Fuck it. Just fuck it. Fuck it. Drinking and dancing. Fuck it. Fuck it. Just like this game. Fuck it. Yeah, I know. I'm getting bad, right? But that's me. That's Guy. That's the Hawaii Blues fan, and that's what you get. I agree. Ashley. Oh, no, that's Aaron. Sorry, man. Sorry, Aaron. I misread. I haven't even had a drink yet, and I can't get shit right. Oh, my goodness. God, I hope I get to meet Bernie when I'm home. Actually, I think I'm going to. I think on the 31st, I have a very good chance of meeting him. Yeah, I'm with you. I know it's coaching problems. I think it is. You know what, Ryan? I think I do too. I really do. And there was one. I think it was the first goal that I thought they could have challenged for goaltender interference, but the third one, no. Right? But there was one I thought maybe it was that first one where I thought maybe they could have challenged for goaltender interference, but it's such a John, I like that. Chip in and buy a life insurance policy for Bennington. If we can get between the next 3 games, and I'll add one, Today's game and the next 3, so 4 games. If I can get one show where there's 100 people watching me, I'm going to give away 2 tickets to a game. Right? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Come out of my pocket. I don't care. I mean, that's what I want. And it's only going to happen with you guys. It's only going to happen word of mouth. Right? And it's only going to happen with people that really start to enjoy this show. And we're getting people, you look at Shaggy, you got to appreciate what Shag did. Right? He was on a different podcast. He didn't feel it anymore. And as soon as he left it, I mean, the day he left it, he sends me a message and tells me, I want to join yours. That's saying something, and I appreciate that. You look at Ashley. I had a co-host. A co-host kind of left me high and dry. And what does, Ashley do? She steps in. Lance has his own podcast, but Lance is here. Lance considers himself part of this podcast. When I say this is by the fans, for the fans, and about the fans, I absolutely mean it. Yeah, Jason, I think you're right. The moms need to come back. Right? I think the moms need to come back. I really do. I don't know, man. These guys, they're just not getting it. They're just not getting it. Right? And they need to. And Barnacheka, Paul, I mean, thank you, guy. I need to get a hold of you. I got to work on the flyer. I will do that this week. I don't know what your times are, though, bud. I know I'd kind of like to do, like, open at 6 and then do the show starting at 8. And I'd like to charge a $5 cover charge. And I got to make sure you're okay with that because I got to cover some expenses, my friend. And hopefully I can get in there and on the 29th, early or get in there and see what your setup is. So I have an idea of what I need, what I can bring and what I can't bring. The 20th, buddy. The 20th, it's coming. Right? I'm actually not sure I should get it cut. I kind of like it like this. Right? Let's see. Does it help when your defense is taking goalie sticks away from him? Yeah. See, I kind of thought that it wasn't the defense that took him away, that it was a Penguins player that took it away. But maybe I was wrong. He has a loose grip on his stick. We've seen him lose his stick a lot. He loses it more than most. So I think he has a loose grip on it. Right? I don't know what else to tell you guys. Let's go over the stats here real quick. Okay. Oh, wrong stats. Not the stats that we wanted. Well, the Bruins are helping us out. They're beating the Avalanche right now, 2-0. So that's helping us. Let's see. Here we go. Okay. Oh, nope, that's the wrong one. Damn, I'm a complete mess tonight. Whose fault is that? John Hefner, it's your fault. Yeah, Hefner, it's your fault. I'm blaming you, dude. Okay, here we go. The home team, the Pittsburgh Penguins with Cynthia Crosby have 15 shots to the Blues 8. They have blocked 10 shots. The Blues have blocked 4. They have missed the net 6 times. The Blues have missed it 1. So the Blues have had a total of 13 attempts, if my numbers are right. And they have 15 shots. So that tells you everything. We have 9. They had 9 hits. We have 11. We don't have any giveaways. They have 6. We have 1 takeaway. They have 3. Those numbers are nice. The 10 blocks for us, the 4 blocks for them, and face-off battle, they won it 12-8 for 60% to 40%. Blues have got to do something. I'm not falling apart. I'm falling together. Right? It's okay to have a bad show. It's okay to do things wrong. It's okay to make mistakes. My whole life is a fucking mistake. Not completely. We're still sitting right around 500, so it's not haunting us that much. Yeah, I agree. Shocky, you might be right there. Yeah, and then every time they get a breakaway, they're not scoring on breakaways when they get them, or they're not taking shots. Yeah, that's true. And he played with one last year, and that had a lot to do with it. Let's hope so, Jay. Let's hope so. Let's see what Bitten can do. 2 minutes on ice, 1 hit in the first period in his debut, and that's not much. You know, you can't do much, and you gotta. I think that's a problem. That's a misnomer in hockey. You gotta, even if you're behind, you still gotta roll the 4 lines. Okay, buddy. Aaron, are you coming to my birthday party on the 30th or the show on the 2nd? Are you coming to one of them, buddy? I hope so. Right? It's the 6th time in a row that we've given up 3 goals in a period. Yeah, it was. I hope that we can do more of it. Right? I really do. I'd like to see more of it. But we're not getting nowhere. Is anybody tired of Grinch commercials? I'm so sick and tired of Grinch commercials. Right? I can't handle it. There's only one really good Grinch movie out there. I wonder if somebody can get it. There's only one. There's one Grinch movie, or not Grinch, Scrooge movie, or Christmas Carol movie, however you want to put it. There's only one Christmas Carol movie out there that is absolutely perfect. Let's see if we get. Sorry, bud. Well, how far from St. Louis do you live, Aaron? Well, maybe we can work something out. 2 flights and 15 minutes to dress. Yeah, I can see that. Well, let's hope that works. Tammy, you're if you can name it, you've got it. I haven't watched Bad Santa, so I don't know. Springfield. Okay, Aaron. We might be able to work something out, bud. And that's right, it is. It's the original Scrooge with Bill Murray. That is the best. The best. And that idiot Will Ferrell tried to do one with Ryan Reynolds. It's on Apple Plus, I think. I haven't watched it because I just don't think nothing is ever going to beat Scrooge. I remember seeing that in the theater. That's how good that was. No. Because you skip Christmas, you skip my birthday, and I'm not skipping my birthday, Chris. No. Right? 13 people watching. You know, come on, guys. We are 14. We are 76 away, 86 away from where we need to be. Got to get there, man. You know, we got to start sharing. We got to start bagging on these groups. We got to start bagging on groups like the St. Louis Blues Lounge, St. Louis Blues Nation. We All Bleed Blue. These big groups, these groups that have more than 1,000 people. I'll tell you one to really bag on is St. Louis Blues Hockey History. The owner of that group who died made me an admin. Then this guy claimed that he was the longest serving admin and kicked me out of the group and took my show out. That wasn't what the owner of that group wanted. The owner of the group knew what you were trying to do and made me an admin so you couldn't fucking do it. And he did it before he even died. Before he even died. You guys should bang on that group. Or we need to start a group like that we get people into so this show can be popular. That's got to happen. I want this show popular, and it's got to happen, and I don't know how. Right? Am I wrong for wanting it? I thought that Scrooge was better than Groundhog Day. 30 attempts to 13. Yeah, I had that right. He isn't now. He used to be. The groups blocked me because of you. See, isn't that fucked up? Isn't that fucked up? We should start a group, call it the Real Blues Lounge and the Real Blues Nation. And the Real We All Bleed Blue group. That's what I should do. And just send invitations out. Have you guys send invitations out. Let's see what'll happen. Let's see if we can, maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Well, you can make sure you don't share it to groups I shared it to. So that's the thing, Jason. When we overshare, that's one of the things that gets me nailed is people overshare it. Got to check the group and see if I'm sharing it there before you share it. Right? Or we'll give different people different groups to share it to. Right? Because I try and share it to groups. Camera looks good today, man. Don't you think? I adjusted it, made some plays. Well, Tammy, I know you go to my group, the Hawaii STL Blues Fan Clan, because I've seen you post stuff in there. Right? I got you kicked out of O Canada. Sorry, bud. I didn't even put my show in there, and I think I got kicked out. Blues combination. I don't know about that. You know, it's got to be something close enough so if they search for Nation or search for the Lounge or those groups that it's going to come up. Right? And we can connect the two. We can connect all three groups. That'll be the good thing. Blues holders we are, yeah. Hey, Shy, did you see that message I sent you? Right? And I got to tell you, Shy, you're a great friend. You really, really are. I can't wait to meet you. I really can't, man. You're getting a hug. I hope you know that. I hope you know that. All right, and I appreciate it, Tammy. I really do. Well, for the second period, the Blues have got to change, and they've got to be aggressive. They're not being aggressive. It's like every team they play, they're afraid to be aggressive, and that's fucking Berube, right? This team needs to be absolutely, positively aggressive. Go out there and play that game. To go out there and stay in there and get things going. That's close. Oh, we all bleed blue in this lounge for our nation. Here you go. I got it. This is it. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. What do you think? I like that. Or, my catchphrase, bleeding blue with you. That's another one. But we got to get people. We got to get a group with 10,000 people in it. That's how this show's going to get watched. We need a group. My group has 600 people in it, and it's had that for years. Right? But when they search, if they search St. Louis Blues, that will come up, and it will come up early. That's what you need. I like it. I might try it, man. See what happens. Right? Screw them. If they can't take a joke. Okay, we're almost there. Enjoy the second period. Let's see if the Blues can do something, man. Let's see if they can really take this game into their hands. Because Pittsburgh's not... And I've been listening to the Pittsburgh announcers on my other channel. Bad. Okay, guys. See ya. Well, I'll come on anyways. I don't know if it's at the break or not. I had to go do something real quick. But I'm back, and this is just a debacle. Wow, man. And I see your comments. You agree with me. Uh, yeah. This is just bad, right? This is just bad. It's all there is to it, you know? Um, I don't know what else to say. Right? I do think Berube's days are numbered. I know some of you think they're not, but I'm starting to think you. What do you mean? Tarasenko did hit the net, right? Yeah, trip's not call. I mean, there's a lot of with Pittsburgh gets a lot of calls they shouldn't, or calls that aren't taken. Yep. Well, I never said Tarasenko wasn't good on breakaways. Other guys are, right? So, hey, Bill, how you doing, sir? Well, you know what? Because these guys are playing absolute crap. This is this is on a coach, okay? At some point this becomes a coach's job. The coach has to get these guys together. They're not playing for each other, and when you're not playing for each other, that's on a coach. That's on a coach. I'm sorry. I really think this is the coach's job. Right? And I'm not an angry fan. I'm telling you what I see. Okay? And I've seen this problem with Berube. He doesn't put guys in position. Look at this. These guys have had no chance to gel. He changes lines like I change my underwear every 30 seconds. Right? I mean, it's over and over and over and over. It's just bad. Right? There's no consistency. There's no there's no sense of together. And watch them when they go to the bench, right? They don't even look at Berube, right? They don't even look at Berube anymore. And I've noticed that. I've absolutely noticed that. When they go to the bench, when he's there, they don't even pay attention to him at all. So maybe you guys don't see an issue with that, but I do, right? His message is old. Old. Right? So that's what I'm seeing, guys. I mean, if you're seeing something different, tell me. Because right now, I'm putting this on Berube. And I know I'm waiting for Bob Morton. Well, he's with a bunch of buddies right now, so he's not on the show. But if he was, he'd be all over me like, yeah, that's right. It's only when they play good, it's the players, and when they play bad, it's Berube. No, this time I'm there. I'm saying that there's a lot of this on Berube. Right? To me, that's where I'm seeing. I like that. Yes, you have. Yeah, I'm with that. Okay, this is okay. Here we go. Let's get this. Let's get this something. Yeah, I think losing Montgomery hurt this team a lot more than we thought. But let me get something out here, okay? This is not a this is not a broken team. This is a good team playing bad. When you have a good team playing bad, and I'm serious, a good team playing bad, who is that? Whose job is it to make a team play good? These are good guys. These are good guys, and in some way, shape, or form, it all just disappeared. And it hasn't been fixed yet. For me, I'm putting that on the Brewmeister, Berube. Absolutely putting it on Berube. I don't know where else to put it. I mean, you can put it where you want to, but this is where I put it with. right? They have 8 players from the Stanley Cup. Danny, welcome back, man. That's possible. You never know, right? Sadly, I personally think it's absolutely going on in the locker room, and you can tell it. You can tell it on the ice, right? Even when they celebrate. And I have a feeling that and I hate to say this, I'm really, I think Tarasenko's the issue right now. I really do. I think that him and Berube have gotten it to the point where they're no longer together. They're no longer on the same page, and they're just not going to get on that same page, right? The two of them have fired off enough that I think Tarasenko, and he's enough of a leader in that locker room that he can turn that locker room against Berube, and I think he has. Wow, Danny, are you? Oh, Danny, I do not share your enthusiasm, my friend. I wish I could, but I don't. Right? I don't, not at all. I kind of think, Shockey, I think you're right. I really do. I think that at this point, well, actually, no, I don't think Tank will lose. Tank is not going to lose in this. Tank is going to get a big contract somewhere, right? Tank is going to get a big contract somewhere. That's neither here nor there. He either gets it with St. Louis or he gets it somewhere else. And I still like Bennington putting his glove out there. I like that fire. I heard someone call him a POS, but this game is not on Bennington tonight. Not on Bennington at all. Right? And there's no way I can say it's on Bennington. Right? I'm sorry. I do not think it's on Bennington, one way, shape, or form. That's my feeling. Pissed off. He's upset. He wants to play good. He wants his team to play good, and they're leaving him hung out to dry. Yeah, you can do that. And you might be right. You might be right. He might be out of St. Louis, And I hate that. I mean, I don't know what I'm going to do with all my Tarasenko jerseys. I'm going to wear them around like I like it. No, the 20th. I always said the 20th. I said it when I made my appointment, the 20th. What is today? Today's not the 20th. It's like the 11th, right? 10th, 11th, something like that. I can't even pull my calendar up. No, it's the 3rd. Today's December 3rd. Wow, I'm all messed up. December 3rd. It is. It's gone from one of the best in the league to the worst in the league. They've given up what, two power play goals already, right? Let me look here real quick. So we've given up 2 power play goals. We've taken 3 penalties. So we've given up 2 power play goals on 3 penalties, right? Pitlick, Barbashev, and Krug. And I think it was the Barbashev and the Krug one. Bennington's 10-minute misconduct, all it does is take him off the ice. It doesn't put anybody on a power play. But they're not calling any penalties on Pittsburgh either, right? And Pittsburgh's been taking liberties. In the 3rd, if they call some penalties, maybe things will change. Bennington killed me today in my fantasy league. Oh, he hurt me bad. Really bad. Uh, 22, I think. Yeah, I'm not hurting too bad, though. I mean, Bennington did hurt me. I lost my GAA. I'm losing in that and losing the save percentage now. But I think I got another goalie starting today. So that might help me. I hope so. It's possible. It's possible. Let's see. I got Forsberg is giving up 2 goals, but he's winning 3-2, so that's going to help me out. I need that. But I'm losing in some other categories. I'm 12-6-9, but I mean, it needed a big week. And I'm playing the Blackhawks this week. So, I mean, I could have used some more stuff. Can use some assists. Oh, my plus minus is bad. I'm definitely winning in power play and shorthanded points or game winning goal. I could use a shorthanded point. I could use a hat trick or an overtime point. That would help me. I need some hits. Otherwise, I'm okay. I'm winning giveaways and take giveaways for a change. I usually lose giveaways and I win takeaways, or I lose takeaways. So the fact that I'm there doing good there, I'll take. Right? I'll take that. So there we go. Let's just hope Forsberg can save me out, can bail me out. Come on, Anton. Bennington's GAA was 10 point something. I can't read it. It's confusing, man. It feels like 19. You know, you look at the team and you go, wow, they're a good team, but what are they doing? Yeah, I'll agree there. I'll agree with you there, some Ryan. I'll agree with you there on that the league does protect it. I may not be on for post game because I need to go to the store. We'll see where we're at. You know, it all depends. If things change, I'll stick around. I'll kind of watch it and let you go. Gary Tackett, Sammy Helms, E. Guido, Bill Schnurr, Rush Tidlin, Maryland Listener, Ashley Jones, Aaron Coulter. Thank you so much. Yeah. So let's hope that we can score 3 in the third. Right? Let's tie this thing up. Let's play that game. Let's get it in there. And let's look at what Tank did when he was able to get out behind. That's what they need to do. Oh, I still am. But I have to go to the store first. You got to remember, it's only 4 o'clock in the afternoon here. It's still early, you know. It's not like 10 o'clock at night. So for me, it's still early. Yeah, Bennington's just. I'm watching this, and Bennington did none of this is on him. That man, he's done the greatest he can. Right, and when he's just, it just feels like he's always hung out to dry. Guys aren't there. Yeah, it's easy to forget that, man. It's easy to forget that. Kapanen gets his second career hat trick, and the Blues are just giving away. Guys are getting hat tricks again. I don't think we've had a hat trick this season, have we? I might. We'll see. We'll see what I decide to do. All right. Should be getting close to the game coming on. The stats are just, I mean, they're hard to look at, guys. Right? Let me pull them up. I'll look at them, but I mean, it's not good. 28 shots. 28 shots for Pittsburgh. 13 blocked. 12 missed the net. 15, 30, that's 5, 43 attempts. 43 attempts. The Blues, 15 shots, 8 blocked, 7 missed the net. That's 30 attempts. Your 13 attempts are down. The Blues had 28 hits to their 19. Okay, hit them. That means they got the puck. The Blues have no giveaways. Wow, something they did well. They only have 3 takeaways. Pittsburgh has 8 giveaways and 4 takeaways, but they're winning where it counts. Faceoffs are even up at 19 apiece. I don't know what else to tell you, man. Just nobody's playing well at all. Right? Tereshchenko +1. O'Reilly -2. Mikkola -1. Falk -1. Parayko +2. There's a surprise. Bennington 10. That's the other. Now Bennington cost me that 10 minutes in penalties. I'm like the only guy that loses the penalties because my goalie gets freaking penalties. Like nobody else's goalie ever gets penalties. Mine gets them all the time. He led the league last year in penalties for goalies. They're like the only category he led the league in. The Avalanche are losing 3-0. That's helping us out. Let's see what else we got here. Oilers are up 4-3 over the Canadiens at the end of the second. Beginning of the third, the Flyers and Devils are tied at 1. End of the second, the Senators have a 1-goal lead, 3-2 over the Sharks. The Leafs are slipping by the Lightning 2-1 with 2:50 to go in the second. Golden Knights are up 3-1 on the Red Wings very early in the third. And the Blackhawks are blanking the Rangers 3-0 with 5:06 to go in the second. And we got the other games. I'll start later. Yeah, okay. I get it. I don't think so. I don't think he's been an embarrassment. Erickson, I'll disagree with you there. Absolutely, I do. Absolutely, I do. I have it. I just did. I don't think Binnington's been an embarrassment. Oh, 53 attempts. I said 43. Wow. 23. You're out. Wow. Did I screw that up? I think they changed the shots. 28 shots. Yeah. Wow. They have almost as many shots as you have attempts. You're going to lose that game all the time. All the time. Right? D-zone turnover. They have 8. We have 7. They're not capitalizing. They have 8 giveaways. We have none. We're not capitalizing. Right? Other than Tarasenko, we're not capitalizing. You need to capitalize. There's a thing I heard where if you're not in the playoff picture by November, don't tell the 19 Blues that won the cup because they weren't in the playoff picture until February. So, you got to look at it different ways, guys. You really got to look at it different ways. We're in a good division, but we can turn things around. And I'm really starting to think that Berube's days are numbered. I do not think he makes it out of this road trip unless they win the next 2. Right? That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. So we'll see. Okay, guys? You got to know I love each and every one of you, right? Do you not know that? I hope you know that. I hope you appreciate that. I hope you appreciate me like I appreciate you. I hope you appreciate this show like I appreciate you watching it. Tell your friends about it. Let's make this thing be much, much better. Love you guys. Third period is coming on. I think I'm going to take a break. And we'll see you at the end of the third, right? For post game. Aloha mahalo. Let's go Blues.
To all you Blues fans, we're bleeding blue with you. Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues!
and gentlemen, is pure shit. That's what that was, pure shit. I don't know how else to explain it. There is no other explanation for that. It was just pure shit, right? This team is playing like pure shit, and I'm sorry. There's time to make a change, and I've had a couple of people message me, and I think the major change that has to be made. There's two of them. One of them I don't think is going to have an effect, but it could. The other one I will have an effect. The first one, the one that I think will have the most effect, is Berube's gone. It is obvious the way these guys are playing that he no longer has the locker room. It's gone. It's gone. It doesn't exist. It's out of there. Goodbye. Goodbye. Hey na na na. Hey na na na. Goodbye. Hey na na na. Hey, na, 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 Berube, it's time to say goodbye. Hey, na, na, na. Hey, na, na, na. Hey, 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 goodbye. Yes, that is the first thing that I think absolutely, positively needs to happen, along with Brad Pond, Urgent Grieger, Gary Thackett, Sammy Helms, Guido Bill Schnurr, Rush Tidlin, Marianne Listener, and so many more putting their thumbs in the air like they just don't care. Bill Schnurr, Rush Tidlin, Ashley Jones, Aaron Coulter, you did it. Yes, you did. And then the second thing that I think needs to happen, and I don't know how much effect this will have, but O'Reilly's got to lose the C. Okay, take the C off O'Reilly. Don't give a C, go 3 A's. Right? Don't give a C, go 3 A's, and you don't give O'Reilly an A. It's done. He's not the leader in that locker room anymore. It's obvious, right? I think the leader in the locker room is the one that has the issue with the coach, and because he has the issue with the coach, the rest of the team is following him, right? I think that the leader in that locker room is no other than Vladimir Tarasenko. That's who I think the leader in that locker room is. And you can tell, I don't know. I have a feeling Tarasenko's days in St. Louis are numbered, and they're not, well, it's either Tank or Berube. Who do you get rid of? Tank or Berube? Right? Right now, Tank has all the, no, not Hitchcock. Yes, he is. Lance, do you just want to get me fired up, Lance? Tarasenko's, watch the damn game. Watch the boards. Watch the bench. He's the one talking. He's the one guys are leaning over to. He's the one on the iPad. Yes, he is. You just don't like Tarasenko, and I like him too much. Right? Who else is the leader in there, Lance? Because I don't think it is. Well, in my eyes, he is. So there you go, Lance, man, Lancer Lot. That's his nickname, Lancer Lot. Lancer Lot and the drop. There we go. He thinks I'm funny. He's like the only person in the world that thinks Guy's funny. You know, I tell a joke. He laughs. Oh, you know what it's like? Oh, I got it. I know what it's like. Coming to America. Right? Remember Coming to America when the three guys are in there and Sexual Chocolate comes out and one guy goes, oh, yeah, he's so good. And everybody else is like, boo. That's you. You're the guy going, he's so good, he's so funny. I like that guy. He can sing. No, I do not. Okay. I think he'll be here next game. I think this road trip. If they don't win the next 2 road games, I think he's gone. Yeah. Yeah, John. Absolutely. Right? Or where's that at? Yeah, and that's a coaching issue. Maybe I don't think so. I think Tarasenko's the silent leader. And remember, it was Tarasenko last year that got in Berube's face over Thomas. Remember that? I'm joking with you, E. I'm just having some fun with you, buddy. I'm not going to stay on too long. I need to run to the store. I just wanted to make sure you guys had a chance to vent, to talk about what you saw. Something G turned our losing streak. Yeah, I turned our 3-0. Okay, I get what you're saying now. Yeah. Jason's had a few. Look, guys, it's bad. I might do a show tomorrow. I know Sunday I don't normally do one, but stand by. There could be one. It all depends on how I feel and what things are going on. We got a show Monday. We got the game Monday and Tuesday. So I was here to show three games in 4 nights, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. So it will be great. We got to get you a new phone, my friend. Okay, guys, have a wonderful, wonderful night. I love each and every one of you. See you possibly tomorrow, if not then Monday. This is Guy, the Y Blues fan, saying aloha, mahalo. Bad is an understatement, guy. Saying aloha, mahalo, and I'll see you maybe tomorrow or Monday on the Blue Note Fan Report. Aloha.